Jake was 10 years old and excited when his parents left for dinner. They had promised to be back before midnight, and Jake had the house to himself for the evening. He turned on the TV and grabbed a bag of popcorn, settling in for a night of his favorite cartoons. As the clock ticked past 8, Jake heard a soft thud from upstairs. He paused the TV and listened carefully, but the noise was gone. Just the house settling, he told himself. He returned to his cartoons, trying to shake off the unease. A few minutes later, the lights flickered. Jake frowned and checked the light switch, but everything seemed normal. The lights flickered again, this time more persistently. Jake's heart began to race. He tried to ignore it, thinking it was just a power surge. Then, he heard a strange noise coming from the kitchen. It sounded like something dragging across the floor. Jake's curiosity got the better of him, and he tiptoed into the kitchen, clutching a flashlight. The room was empty. The fridge door was slightly ajar, and a cold draft swept across the room. Jake shut the fridge and turned to leave, but the dragging noise started again. This time, it came from the basement. Jake's flashlight beam trembled as he descended the stairs. The basement was dark and filled with old furniture and boxes. As he reached the bottom, the door to the old storage room creaked open by itself. Jake stepped closer, his flashlight illuminating dusty old shelves and forgotten items. He noticed something odd, a family photo lying on the floor, face down. He picked it up and turned it over. It was a picture of him and his parents, but there was a strange, shadowy figure in the background that he didn't recognize. A chill ran down Jake's spine. The lights flickered violently again, and the basement seemed to grow colder. He heard footsteps coming from upstairs now, echoing through the house. Jake ran back up the stairs, his flashlight swinging wildly. He reached the living room and saw the TV was now showing static, the screen flickering. The front door slammed shut, locking itself. Jake's heart pounded in his chest. He could see shadows moving in the corners of the room. Desperate, he grabbed the phone to call his parents, but the line was dead. The shadows seemed to close in on him. Just then, the front door creaked open slowly. Jake's parents walked in, looking puzzled. "Jake, are you okay?" they asked. The house was normal again, with no sign of the disturbances. Jake tried to explain, but his parents just thought he had imagined it. That night, as Jake lay in bed, he glanced at the family photo he had picked up from the basement. He noticed the shadowy figure was still there, standing behind his parents, and it was staring right at him.